G'day Playmates, welcome to another Harmer vid, and as I promised in my last one, we're going to have a look at Chapter 1 of ASTROPRISMA, a single-player role-playing sci-fi game. Okay, so carrying on from my last video, I've actually moved my Stardust Sword Soda, 3 flash rounds and dagger into my inventory. It originally came from here as my the inventory I got by being the pilot of my ship. So yeah, that's all I've done. I've just moved it into this area. Okay. So without any further ado, let's get into it and see what our first cycle brings us. And of course, all cycles have to start by burning 1 fuel. So we've now got 19 fuel, and we're going to head to Sector 3 and explore that. So Cycle 1, log start system. Okay, explore. Explore Sector 3, and let's see what we find. So let's go to quick tables. So this is the main part of the exploration roll. We roll a d6. Let's bring that up, and we're going to be rolling a d6. So a 1 will find us a settlement, a 2 will be an event, 3 will be a hostile encounter. We don't really want that because we've only just started. We've got a fairly average ship, and there's only me in it. So I'm hoping to find a settlement quickly so that I can find crew. I could roll a 4, which is a neutral encounter, a 5, which is a planet, and a 6, which is a faction encounter. Alright, so let's roll our d6, and we've rolled a 6. Okay, so we're going to be encountering one of the factions, which will be one of these guys here. As I remember, I think that's Warg, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so we got the Corsair, Warg, yep, Medusa. So we're going to roll a d10 now, and let's clear that, and let's roll a d10 and see what we get. We got a 5. Okay, so we're going to encounter the Medusa sector. Okay, so I'm gonna copy that and encounter Medusa sector faction. Okay, so carrying on from there. Okay, what favor? Positive favor or negative? So if I'm at 0 or higher, it's going to be positive, and I am in fact. I'm at 0 with them all, obviously. So it's going to be a neutral faction encounter, and the encounter is on pages 95 onwards. Here we go. Yep, neutral encounters. Yep. So we're going to roll a d6, find out what we get. So trash that. D6. We roll a 3. Okay, so 3 Scarab interceptor vessels are stationed near a small dwarf planet. The planet's orbit draws a wide parabol drifting in and out of the star system. With each full cycle, its unusual movement has made it a perfect spot for a large space telescope, able to cover a huge range of angles as it moves through space. Medusa-aligned operatives are extracting data from the facility to learn more about the system. You may help them by showing your star system map. Ha! Yeah, I don't have one. Well, I do, but it's pretty crappy. If you have 12 or more hexes explored, gain a random hack and then one favor with them. Well, that's not gonna happen. So, okay. Encounter Medusa faction. Let's go here. Let's copy that. Let's stick that in there. Oops. Okay, so Medusa faction. Asking for help. Asking for help. For help in mapping the system, but I am unable to oblige. Is it DGE? Oblige? No, I don't think so. I think that's correct. Alright, so I don't actually need all this rubbish. Okay. Encounter Medusa sector faction asking for help in mapping the system, but I'm unable to oblige. Okay, so that's our first cycle. Call it a day, call it a week, call it whatever you want, but the game calls it a cycle. So now let's carry on, and we're going to we're now going to let's go. Let's do it this way. Let's cycle 2. And we're going to explore another sector. And we're going to explore. So we better mark here and count. Medusa faction. Okay. So now let's move down here to hex 12. explore sector 12, and let's see what we've got. Okay, so let's go to quick tables. Let's go to a D6 and we roll a 5. Okay, so we got a planet, and we're also on the middle ring as well. So on the middle ring we need to roll a D6, and we roll a 2, and it's a one moon planet. One moon planet, and you can actually name these. You can actually name planets and moons. You've got the I think it's in the database. Can't remember, but anyway, I'm not going to bother. It's just going to extend things. So we've got a one moon planet. So we've got two things that we can explore. We can explore the planet, and we can explore. Okay, so here's the choice. What are we going to do? We're going to explore the planet or the moon. While we're thinking about that, let us now mark off. We're now down to 18 fuel, and I'm going to explore the planet first. Okay, so we need a D6 roll and planet type. Here's a 6, and it's a Eucumenopolis planet. All right, let's just copy that. So explore a one moon planet. This type, and where are we going to land? Landing spot is going to be somewhere down here, but let's just have a quick look. So the greatest marvels of the old world, these are massive planets whose surface is entirely consumed by urban sprawl. Excellent. All natural life and resources in their ecosystem have been destroyed in favor of the expansion of the megacity. Cool. And now these planets are deserted, becoming giant orbiting ghost towns. Right, okay. Alright, so let's roll a d6 on that. And we've got a 4. So we've got landfill. Okay, let's just copy that. So... oh god. Whoops. Okay, landfill waste processing, mega complex, oversaturated with mountains of junk. Oops. And ubble. Okay, and rubble. And rubble. All right. So, what are we going to find there? So planet encounters, roll a d6 on the respective planet encounter page to determine what your character finds when exploring the planet. Okay, and we are looking for, yeah, Eucanopolis. Alright, so we need a d6 again. We roll a 3 and we've got Primal Instinct. Alright, so you advance through the center of the city, though it's empty, through its empty streets and destroyed buildings. In the middle of a wide road, a human-like figure searches frantically through the rubble. She raises her head and stares at you. Her eyes have been removed and replaced with white and red cybernetic implants. She rushes towards you at superhuman speed, running on all fours like a manic animal. You sense the loss of her humanity, erased and replaced by a combination of primal instinct and computer code. Fight the cyborg. When she reaches 10 health or lower, perform a tech challenge roll. Okay, so I get into combat with her. So first of all, let's have a look at her. Okay, cyborg. There she is. Whoops. So she's got 20 hit points. This is the difficulty. She's got a 6 difficulty. And this is what she does on a D10. So the data: humans who have implanted cybernetic technology into their bodies in order to enhance their power. Right, okay, so let us now have a look at the rules for combat. Obviously this is a good time to do that. So basically we do turn order, and it's an opposed dice roll using grace to see who goes first in each round, and then these are the things that we can do. So I am going to, I think first of all, deploy my drone spider, and that will take a full move, and then which should be on the next page. Oh yeah, so the difficulty is hard, but if I kill her I'm gonna get 6 XP experience. Okay. Alright, so let's take it as it comes. So first up is a I need the database, enemy database, and I need I think it was there, wasn't it? Cyborg. Yep. Okay, cyborg. Alright, so first of all we're going to be rolling a D10. So I got no choice. I'm going to have to fight her. I can't run away according to the event. So I'm going to roll my D10, hoping for something high, and I'm going to add 0 grace to that, because I have no grace. Okay, I roll a 3. Okay, that's not good. So she's now going to roll a D10, and she's going to add 2 to it. She rolls a 1. Okay, so we've both got 3. Now, what happens when we both draw? Let's find out. Combat. Turn order. If 2 characters rolled the same result, whoever's got the highest base grade, yeah, okay, stat moves first. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, enemy database. Okay, so Cyborg's going to go first. She's going to roll a d10, and we're going to find out what she's going to do to me to start off with. Oh, okay. That's okay. She's not just doing anything to me. She rolls a d10 and test ogre hormone. She's going to get 1 + 1 vigor, so her vigor's going to go from 2 to 3. So I'm just going to make a side note of that. I don't really think that that's going to make much difference, because I don't think we'll be using vigor, but anyway, you never know. Okay, so she's now got 3 vigor. Duly noted. Okay, so now it's my turn, and what I'm going to do is I am going to deploy my drone spider. Page 41. So hacking and drones. Drones and mechs. I think it's that one. Okay, so the drone spider. It's yeah, fast land-dwelling drone built from reconditioned mechanical parts and circuits. Okay, all right. So there's 3 things I can do: 2 passive and 2 actives. The first thing is, I think I have to. Here we go. Drones. So you've got to spend a main action during combat to deploy a drone. Once that drone is active, you can use a side action to control it. Okay. Alright, so we're going to use our main action to deploy the drone spider, and then we're going to, let's just copy that for carbon claw. And drone spider, just put that in there. Okay. Deal D8. Okay, so let's go back to the okay, so first thing is we deploy the drone spider, then as a side action we're going to deal D8 plus tech damage. My tech is +3, so let us now grab a D8. We're going to add 3 to that. We roll a 6 plus 3 is 9, and I'm just going to do a recording of the hit points. She's got 20, so I do 9 damage. She's got 11 hit points left, and that's the end of the first round. So now we go D10, and because she's got the initiative, we're going to see what she's going to do next. And a 5 Okay, Cyber Atlas hands. If you have higher armor than the enemy, they are stunned for VIG turns. Okay, let me just figure out what that actually means. Okay, I'm presuming that meaning you doesn't actually mean me, it actually means the cyborg. So if the cyborg has higher armor than the enemy, which is me, they are stunned for VIG turns. Well, 2 has gone to 3, so yes, it has made a difference. So I'm going to be stunned for 3 turns. And stun for 3 turns. I gotta remember what stun does. Let's go to combat rules. Here we go. Stun. Roll a d6 at the start of your turn. If you roll a 1, your turn is skipped. Right, okay. Right, got it. Okay, so let's go back and okay, so the first thing I've got to do on the second round is roll a d6. And hope I don't roll a 1. I don't roll a 1. I'm not stunned as yet. So now I can do 2 things. My main action is to use my helix wire weapon, which does a d8 plus 1, and then do my drone spider as a secondary, as a side action, as I understand how that's got to be played. By all means, if you guys know anything different from that, mention it in the comments. Please let me know. This is a learning experience for us all. Okay, so first of all, I do my helix wire, and that does 5 damage plus 1 is 6. Brings her hit points from 11 to 5. And then my drone spider is gonna do 7 plus 3 is 10. Yeah, that takes her down. She's got no... Okay, so we did alright there. So the cyborg is no more. So let's just check the XP. Okay, so she was hard, so I'm going to get plus 6 XP. Okay, so XP is going to be 6. I think it was during exploration. Quick tables, it was... Yeah, it was Primal Instinct. Okay, we fight the cyborg. When she reaches 10 health or lower, perform a tech challenge roll. Look, we really didn't need to, because we actually managed to take her down on the second turn. So it's a success. You are able to reset her systems. Okay, alright, so yeah, we perform a bit of tech. No, we'll do a tech challenge roll. Okay, so her tech is oh god, her tech is 2, ours is 3. So a D10. Our roll is a 6. Her roll is an 11, so that's going to be a failure. Okay, so I got to get back to exploration, and it was planets. Okay, failure. Okay. Her system short circuits and shuts down. She immediately stops breathing. You may extract a random cybertech implant from her body, and we certainly will do that. Okay, cybertech implants. We need to roll a d6. We roll a 3. 1, 2, 3 is the Frontera Corp, and then another d6, and we get a 2, and we've got titanium bones. Okay, we're going to enter that into our inventory because we can't install them unless we get to a settlement. Okay, titanium bones. And what's the story with them? +1 vigor and +1 armor. Okay. +1 vigor and +1 armor. Okay, so and counter cyborg attacking. And counter attacking cyborg. Killed and extracted. Whoops. I think that's a cybertech implant. Cybertech implant. I think that's actually worth a decent amount of money. It's worth 100, and that's it. Alright, so now planet has been explored. So let's now explore the moon. So it's now going to be cycle 3, explore. So let's copy that. So it's now going to be cycle 3, exploring sector 12, 1 moon. And we'll find out, whoops, we'll find out what that is all about. Yes. and of course we burn the fuel, so we're now down to 17 fuel. So that's 20, 19, 18, 17. Yeah, got that right. Okay, so let's go back to the quick tables, and we're going to roll a d6. Yes, excellent. Oh, not excellent. I was hoping for a 1. Okay, so no, okay, so we've got a planet with 1 moon. So this is the satellite, and we've thrown a 5. It's a volcanic moon. So let's just copy that to the journal. Let me just swap these round. And our landing spot on a volcanic moon. Okay, so volcanic moons are characterized by extreme volcanic geologic activity and high temperatures. Volcanic moons are giant celestial bodies that house hundreds of active volcanoes. It doesn't sound that good. Rivers of lava flow through their surface, sometimes forming large oceans of molten rock, iron and sulfur. Alright, so let's find out what's where we're going to land. We roll a 4 and a river of magna. Okay, let's copy that text. Okay, magna. I can, not you can. As I. Okay. So satellite encounters. Volcanic. Here we go. Alright, let's roll a d6. And we roll a 1. Okay, volcanic eruption. The throat of a dormant volcano begins to tremble and groan. Columns of fire erupt from its crater for the first time in centuries. Lava and ash roll down its side, and a huge cloud of toxic fumes appears above it. You can run back to your spaceship, attempting to escape the incoming disaster. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. So, rolling grace. Okay, so it's just going to be a straight D10 roll. Hoping for success. Alright, so let's go for a D10 roll. And we will roll first. We roll a 2. That's not good. And yeah, so it is a failure. Okay, so the volcanic ash and clouds your vision, covering your view from the cockpit. Your ship is hit by small rocks catapulted from the volcano. Right, okay. So, not good. So let's go and copy that to put in our cloud my. It's just an easy way of doing the narrative, is this? From my whoops, catapulted from the volcano. Okay, and I'll just delete this. Okay, so I've lost 7 hull, dropping down to 13. Now, I do have 50 scraps in my cargo hold. I'm pretty sure I can do a bit of fixing up on the fly, but anyway, that's now explored Sector 12. Okay, so repairs. Here we go. Okay, scraps up here can be used to restore. Okay, you can spend 20 scraps to restore D6 plus tech hull during space combat. This action can be performed once per turn by paying the scrap cost and consuming an action dice. Okay, I understand what it's all about, but look, I'm not going to bother doing that. I'll save the scraps for the moment until things get a bit hairier. Alright, okay. That was a good waste of time. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I must admit, this is a fine way to spend a bit of solo activity. Okay, watch out for the next chapter, for chapter 2. I'll see you then. Okay, bye.